Hello, everybody. How are we? Wizardy woo to you all this Monday evening. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a nice time. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I hope you've still considered the idea that Paul Daniels was in every single film, making them all better. And if not, then I hope that Phil Daniels was also involved. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Oh dear. I've got to laugh. Mrs. J's just sent me a text message. We've got some lights out in the kitchen. We bought some new ones today. We're like, right, let's go and get them reordered, get some new ones in. They're like sort of like spotlights to go in the ceilings. And she ordered like 10 from Screwfix. So went and picked them up, got them back, and they were kind of like they were a warm light rather than like a cool light, so they're a little bit too yellow. So she's like, I don't like them, take them back. I was like, right, fine, whatever, get some more tomorrow. She's just popping out of Tesco with a friend there, and she's just holding like just LED lights in her hands, just like, this is what I need, isn't it? I was like, yeah, bring them home, love, bring them home. And a wizardy woo to everybody, by the way. We should say as well, by the way, we now have, if you haven't already worked out, you all have access to a wizardy woo emote. There you go, you can have wizardy woos. Figured that was quite nice for you to do that. So that's a cool thing. Don't know how it works on YouTube yet. I haven't managed to add some in just yet. I'll get some more for you. We'll add some more custom emotes as we go through. But yeah, hope everything's good. Hope you're having a nice time. Hope the snow is all right. You know, all that travel chaos that the internet likes to tell us is happening. This is all just preamble, by the way, because Darlington ain't good at defensive football. And one day, I would like that to be a thing where we can make defensive football work. Is today the day? There's only one way to find out. Wizardy woo. Right, there we go. And this is us, everybody. 15th in the National League North. 4 wins in 11 games, 6 defeats. Only 1 draw, though. 14 goals scored, 12 goals conceded. So we've got a positive 2 goal difference, which is good. 13 points. We're only 3 points off of 9th. We are 5 points off of the playoffs. So not too bad. We're also 4 points away from relegation. Just feels like this is kind of like what's happening all the time, doesn't it, in this game, really? We played a couple of matches last time when it's like, oh, we did pretty well. We had like this counter-attacking system set up. It worked really nicely. And then we switched it the following match, and we were like, so look, let's now play this possession game, and that won us the match. And it was like, okay, cool. Have we got something working here? And the short answer was no, because eventually the game then just went, we think we should probably lose again now. And it was like, oh, okay, thanks for that. So we did do a lose. And yeah, from there, just that's what seemed to happen. So it was one of those, sadly. Rich has said, I promise you, low block, compact, non-press, counter-attacking football works in FM26. Second season with Sunderland, and we're competing for the European spots. All of those words, Rich, all of those words are music to my ears. Absolute music to my ears, as you know, right? It's not like some FMs where it's really hard to make it work. Now, you see, this is what I'm thinking, right? So, cautious mentality is what I'm thinking, right? I don't like this 4-2-3-1 stuff. I don't like it. It's not me, right? But we've got Turner in there. We've got Gabby Large needs to maybe make another move back into the side. Couple of players who maybe need to be pushing into the team. Couple of players we might need to replace as well, actually, if we're being brutally honest. Have we got any money in terms of wages? We've got a little bit. We've still got a little bit left. Slovenia, hello, Gingerbeard. Hello, sir. Welcome. I'll stay quiet unless you ask for advice. That perfectly fine, Rich. Perfectly fine. You're one of our OGs, so we know you're here. You know, not just chucking that advice out left, right, and centre. Because if you were, oh, don't make me tap the sign. Yeah. Can you tell ChatGPT's been busy this evening? Before I got on stream. Now I think we always need goals, don't we? But we also need a bit more dynamism in midfield, possibly. Liam Coyle, Accrington Stanley. There's a few bits of positive in there. Let's have a little look at you, see what he's got. 11 goalkeepers is the key. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I think it's also a bit of pace up front here. Matt Blade in on that, 27 months. Appreciate you, Matt. Very, very kind indeed. Very kind. Nathan Young, Coombs. Bit of acceleration. What I need is I need a bit of a Brian Brobby, don't I, up top? Yeah. Lama, I think when you have a manager that knows you always need goals, the tactics takes care of itself. I mean, look, there's a reason I'm in the big job in Lama. Like, I clearly know some stuff, right? If you score more goals than the other team, then you've got a good chance of winning. Yeah. More often than not, you'll get a win. If you score more than the other player, than the team, then you should be fine. I might sign this guy, Leo Graham. As Lama says, based purely on haircuts, it looks a little bit like he's come from The View. Don't know if you remember them from Scotland back in the day. Also, Lama, I don't. Please feel free to see you want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but what happened with Twitch partner? Am I to make an assumption that you've not had a positive response? And if so, I'm very upset about that. Because you lot all know that Llama's mint, don't you? Like, you all know that, right? We all need to go down to Twitch, number one Twitch house, and just tell them that as well. Liam Jessup can play for her as well. Right, let's get a load of trials. What can possibly go wrong midway through the season? Just sending loads of players in on trial. That could be a good idea. Evening, Rugio. How are you, buddy? True Grant. Is that Grant from before? Is that the Grant that used to turn up and like tell us that we were being mean? Could be, couldn't it? Hope you're well, Rugio. Nice to see you, buddy. Tom Taylor, he's got good work ethics. Very, very good work rate, actually. Plus, I know a comedian called Tom Taylor, and he's very, very good. He's very good. Partner, heard nothing. No email or messages through Twitch. The progress thing is in the dashboard is reset. Now shows how many streams I've done before I need to apply. That doesn't feel good or anything really. That's not. Yeah, that's not good, mate. It's not good. I feel bad there then, because I think that you've probably been in a better position than I've been, to be honest. If I'm being honest, and I know that probably doesn't help you, but yeah, I feel like you've been in a better spot than I've been, numbers wise, certainly. So yeah, let's go down there and knock on the door and be like, right, excuse me, Twitch, can we have a conversation, please? They've got right-sided centre back. Right. Anyway, let's get some trials in. We'll see what we can do. Right. We want 11 fast goalkeepers, says Jason. Calispire, Jason, by the way. Pleasure to have you in. Imagine that, fast goalkeepers. It might just be something. There might be little bits of tactical tweak we need to do. You know, maybe I hate to say this, maybe I have to accept that potentially I am part of the problem here. Good morning, Jack. How are you, buddy? Welcome in from Asia. Pleasure to have you. Daniel James. He's not wanted by anybody. Previously been at Middlesbrough. That would make sense. Close by. Tom Taylor. Positions. Yeah, go on then. Huddersfield. Could potentially be a League 2 right winger. That's interesting. That is decent potential, to be honest. Ashton Mee. Stockport. He's got a potential to be League 2 as well. Might have flair. He might have a decent jumping reach as well, which would be good for cutting out counterattacks. To be honest, so when the opposition try and counterattack, if he can help cut those out, that'll really help. And Leo Graham, very, very quick, very determined, not particularly strong. Formerly of Wigan. He could be good enough for our league. Well, do you know what? That's reasonable. Liam Jessup. He's 29. He's been around the block, surely. Chesterfield, Lincoln. Fleetwood. Obviously played in Gibraltar as well. Oh, he's 23. For some reason, I thought he was 29. He's got 29 caps for Gibraltar. Well, that could change everything, couldn't it? Josh Davidson. Sort of scoring goals for Tranmere. One season he did very well. The following season, not great. 29, finishing 7 on 2. Not brilliant. Jumping reach is fairly handy, so might be one of those that plays in a 2, possibly. George Cooper. Mansfield. Formerly been at Drogheda. Mansfield might be all right. Determination is good. Aggression, bravery. Jumping reach is all right. Acceleration's all right. Heading's all right. I think the thing is, I think we're struggling a little bit because we lost. Who was the centre back we lost? Archie something or other. He was good. He was very, very good, wasn't he? Unfortunately, he walked out the door. He wanted too much money. Then we lost players like Lund and the other guy we had at fullback, who was a midfielder. We put him in at fullback. So I think potentially we're putting Cantrell. That was the guy. Yeah. Archie Baptiste, wasn't it? He was the centre back. So I think we're still potentially looking to try and put square pegs in round holes. Hosanna we've brought in because he's quick-ish. But I still think that maybe for the money we're paying him, we can get better. He's a one-season stopgap. Will Thornton is still a bit slow, but he's also the club captain, so we need to get a bit more pace in there. We brought Sears in, who's very, very quick at fullback. Virtue and Macadam. Virtue maybe not quite getting up and down as much as we thought. We sort of hoped he'd be all right, but maybe we've got one season too much out of him. We hoped for a big season here. But we didn't want to rip the team apart, did we? Because they played pretty well to get to the playoffs. And then it's like, well, what do we do? What do we do? Because you could argue that it's sort of working a little bit. Jason, seeing a 4-2-3-1 makes me believe this club is managed by TJ's doppelganger. I know. Thornton is crap, yet weirdly hard to replace at this level. Exactly. Because the thing is, leadership, determination, bravery, and aggression, they are huge attributes. Driven personality as well. He does everything you need him to do for a non-league centre-back. His Performances are 6.81, so it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. He's not made a mistake that's led to a goal yet. 8 clearances. He's only won 50% of his headers, though. That's concerning. You know? Race the Buzzards in there on the follow. Got to say for Sunderland, no striker apparently. It's a meta tactic, and Chris Rigg has a hat trick at centre midfield. I mean, look, you had me at Sunderland. You lost me at meta tactic. That's the thing. I'm very much anti-meta. So, even this 4-2-3-1 doesn't feel right for me. Maybe we go. Because part of me thinks that these two players in possession would be higher up the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I still find it bizarre the box-to-box midfielder in possession is here. I understand it starts here, but surely it should be here, maybe. Like, because in our possession, they don't sit too much further forward, further back. Good evening, console. How are you, pal? Welcome in. Right, don't play any tactics. Don't play any matches. Console's here. Let's go narrow for now. I didn't realize DLP sat so high. They don't. They sit there. They sit there. They sit at the base. It's a deep lying playmaker. Yeah, not an attacking lying playmaker. You know, AMC and striker sit in the same position too often for this too often in this formation. Thank you for using defensive midfielder in out of possession. It's my favourite role to make a back 5 out of possession. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be completely honest. I don't know what I'm doing or whether it works, but you know. It's all about that base. Wizardy woo, indeed, Chris. In fact, you know what, Chris? Have a little look at the emote. There's a Wizardy woo emote now. A 4-1-4-1, perhaps. Okay. So, for example, move Virtue and Turner there. And do it like that. So then it becomes like a 4-3-3, I guess, doesn't it? Then Virtue isn't going to be bombing on up and down, being a player, being a box to box. Turner, I suppose. I don't want two general central midfielders, do I? What is this wizardry? It's wizardy woo. Wizardy woo. We spent a lot of time on the last stream, console, talking about Paul Daniels, and it was even more unhinged than normal. Even more unhinged than normal, if you could believe such a thing exists. So it doesn't fit. He doesn't fit there. He doesn't fit there. He doesn't fit. He could fit in the channel midfielder. Just upload it to YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's all there. I can't cut any of it because all of the context is absolutely required. Because without it, it makes zero sense. With it makes no sense, but without it makes even less sense. Didn't Paul Daniels go super right wing? I don't know actually. I mean, he did a lot of stuff in the in our chat. Murph's here. Yay. Hello, Murph. How are you, pal? Welcome, 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 mate. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're good, mate. It's been a long time. Hope life is treating you well. As you can see, we're tweaking. We're tweaking again. I'm thinking of Helen Daniels. Did Helen of Troy go right wing? Yeah. That's what it might be. Right, we're playing Hartlepool. They're bottom of the league. And we've just focused on counter-attacking football. Great. You beat Forest 5-0 with Sunderland. No signings. Well, good. You should beat Forest with that Sunderland side because they're a brilliant side. But again, meta tactics though. Still, we can't applaud that. I'm a Daniel, but everyone adds the S. So now it's which historical figure would now be a right-wing podcast host. I mean, most of them, to be honest. Most of them, really. I think that's the whole thing in it with his former historical figures. They get to a point where no one's really listening to what they say, and then they're like, "I'll just go right wing. That'll get me a bit of media exposure. That should be quite good, you know." Quite a big press conference for this match, and it is of course a local derby, so we see I'm struggling with tactics as well. I mean, look, lots of people have checked out of struggle with tactics, but I make it look like an art. Yeah. Buxton are trying to sign Jordan Turner. I mean, that's going to be. I feel like that's a bit of a shitter if we lose him, to be honest. Should we try and lock Jordan Turner down, or are we happy to let him go? Let's give him another run out, shall we? Getting loads of injuries, don't know how to stop it. Don't play meta tactics. That's it. That's your penance for dirty tactics. I think possibly. Got added pressure of trying to keep Fiorentina up from the bottom of the league at Christmas. Oh, that's a hell of a challenge at the minute, isn't it? That's going to be a good one. Right, so Turner now linked with Buxton. I mean, we could replace him relatively easily, I think. I can't imagine it'll take too much to replace. But let's go for it. Let's try this one then, right? 4-3-3. Still set up in a counter-attacking system, I think. Derby day then against Hartlepool. Bottom of the league as well. Oh, there's so much pressure here, isn't there? And it already feels like it's going to be one of those matches in it where it's like, oh, if we start the stream badly tonight, then it's going to be like, it's just going to all kind of like craziness is going to have to happen. Come on, Darlington. Hartlepool's, by the way, relegated last year and now sat at bottom of the table. Look how small he is. I love a mid-season tweak and rummage. That's what she said. That's what I call it as well. Well, yeah, I think you've got to roll the dice, haven't you, Lulu Booster? That's the thing. Like, you either stick with what you've got that's not been working, or you just go, shall we try something a little bit different? We might as well roll the dice. 5 years in the National North wouldn't be the most unheard of thing on this stream. It certainly wouldn't be the most unexpected. Let's just tweak things ever so slightly, shall we? We are mid. Should we just press a little bit more? Standard passing, I think. This means Tactics Garage is making a comeback. But maybe it might do. To be fair, everything's a bit sort of like open to discussion, really, with regards to what comes back onto the show. Anything will happen other than, so what do you think about FM26 right now? Because that's boring. That bit's boring. Like, that's all done. Done, dusted, gone. This week, we've got an episode with FM Llama and the United City FM, so enjoy that. Talking about the art of storytelling on the games. That's going to be good. Hope you enjoyed the Christmas episode, by the way. The lots of fun Christmas quiz, end of year Christmas quiz with the WFM show. Here comes McEwen. He's away. Nobody's in front of him though. Comes Turner, Parvin, Virtue, Parvin, Dawson. Oh, there we go. What about that? That's a little beauty, innit? Disallowed, though. Oh, TJ, have you by any chance caught the trailer for the future Street Fighter movie? I haven't, unfortunately, Jason. I must admit, it's not the sort of thing that I reckon I'll be going to watch. It's just, yeah, it's not my vibe. It's not my vibe. Like, I know I've seen everyone who's in it, and it's like, okay, cool, well done for all that. But yeah, not my bag, I'm afraid. Kevin Lama's gonna make for a great episode. Oh, it will do. It does. Parvin's corner. Floated in, nodded away. Turner, Parvin. Hosanna. Oh, I thought he was floating in the back post, but he's obviously not. He's gone for goal, clearly. This is not moving us up the table. Oh, God, and here's a free kick for Hartlepool. This isn't going to move us up the table either, is it? Cleared away. Here we go. Alice is in the house. Now we're talking. Welcome in, Alice. How are you, friendo? Hope you're good. Speaking of the Christmas episode of the FM show, we were joined by the WFM show, the everyone's favorite new podcast, which is in your eyes on YouTube every other Monday. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you get yourself along. Make it happen. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. And you know what? I think you'd enjoy it. I genuinely think you'd enjoy that. It was fun to be part of, wasn't it? Wasn't it just? It was a lot of fun to be part of. Do you know what? Yeah, I will do. I will get some. I'll get some of that. Go with that H2O. Try and get that throat working again. It's evening, Benny. How are you, pal? Welcome in. Welcome in. There's just not quite enough ball ability, is there, with this team? No one knows the bottle's full of Baileys. Well, if it was, I would be fine to drive, as we discussed last week, Matt. We discussed that on Saturday. And a wizardy woo to you too, Tim. An absolute wizardy woo. Remember, of course, you have all got your wizardy woo emotes now. They're going to ping the ball to the top and score, aren't they? They're going to ping the ball to the top and score. Oh, almost. Macadam. Like, we've tried to tweak, haven't we? What was the defender doing? I've got no idea. No idea. But 0-0 with bottom of the league. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Funny story the other night when the whole Wizardy Woo thing was happening. I was playing Hogwarts Legacy and there was a weird similarity. Really? Right. Now, did we adapt from counterattack too quickly? Was that the problem? And also, do we just have to get some better players in pretty quick? Who's the actual midfielders? Leo. Llama says Leo's got the best hair, and I think he's right. He has got the best hair. Liam Coyle. Now, see, Liam Coyle, hard-working. That's what I like. Hard-working, good teamwork, good leadership, good determination. Is he the replacement for Virtue, possibly? If I may do some back seating rather than back seat tacticking, may I suggest taking your time and having a good think? I often feel a bit rushed in these situations, double down on ticking boxes that make no sense. See, this is why Llama's here. Llama's like literally the assistant manager. He knows what's going on. Liam has a beautiful Uriah Faber haircut. That's a fair point, actually. He does have a bit of a Uriah Faber on the go, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. George Cooper. Let's go back into the old recruitment side of things. Llama's the true boss here. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, Alice? Like, if it wasn't for Llama, then we'd all be stuck. We'd be stuck. We'd be stuck with me in charge. Imagine that. Imagine that. Nobody wants that. That definitely suggests that something's gone massively wrong if I'm in charge. Play 3-5-3-2 and be done with it. Isn't that too many players? Even I'm like, I think that's too many players. But do you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe I'm playing the same amount of players as everyone else. What if I actually put more players on? Yeah? And then like nobody thought about it. They were like, well, hang on. He's got more players and he's getting better results. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Gordon Strachan once said I have the perfect tactic for his match if only I could field 14 players. Ben Ward, jumping reach. Not much pace though, is there? Well, acceleration. His left footer as well. We're always getting left footers. Caden Kamara, 6'4". That's good enough for me. There's a time to consider 2 up top. It seems the only way I can get out of lower divisions. It could be considered, but we also need... So what we need is we need another good striker, which we don't have, and we would lose stuff in the midfield. We would lose out in the midfield. We're not really dominating enough games. And that way, Italy, here we come. To be fair, there's also a possibility that we're just maybe well, I don't want to say we're at the wrong club because we'll get out of this division one way or the other. It might take us a bit of time, but we could get relegated. Yeah, we could get. Nathan Coombs has been a today player for years on this save. What does that mean? Or tidy player? Have I had any job offers yet? No, not yet. Not yet, Llama. Unsurprisingly, my performances have not caught the eyes of anybody else, of any other clubs. They've not looked at me and went, oh, look at what Jameson's doing over there. Isn't that exciting? Isn't Darlo Till I Die song written on the Ford Capri gaffer? Even Sports Mad, how are you? Welcome in Ben Lomax, right footer. Has some jumping reach. Previously at Port Vale. Curly haired centre back. Could we have a curly haired centre back? League 2 potential. Now, Tobias Brennan is an interesting one because height 5'4", jumping reach 11 to 16. Formerly of Wigan, could be League 2 level. Once you get the tactic you're happy with, you'll fly up the divisions. I'm enjoying watching a realistic save. I think this is the thing, isn't it? We're still not quite. Like I feel better in a 4-3-3 than a 4-2-3-1. And I know there's not too much difference with it. Now I wonder whether or not would I feel better? What kind of football am I looking to play? If I'm being completely honest, I'm looking to play fairly safe football. I'm not looking for anything particularly outrageous. I want to keep the ball. I want to move it quickly when we get it. Break with pace. I think I think that Parvin's done well since he's come in, right? I'm surprised that we've only got 3 assists out of him, 1 goal. He feels like he's involved more. 3.11 progressive passes, 3.5 expected assists. He's on target for that. He's under in terms of goals. 11 interceptions is pretty good. So he's doing defensive work as well. McEwen, I think, is good as well for this level, but he's not. He's a bit underperforming at the minute. Says he's meant to be on the right, but then we've played on the left last year and it was class. Maybe we switch them over again. We have switched them before. Which roles in your tactic don't fit well with the play it safe tactical plan? I mean, probably all of them, to be honest. And I don't know whether or not. McEwen drops in. Magic Ped on the Prime. Appreciate you, my friend. Very, very kind. Very kind. See, because where my lack of tactical knowledge comes in from, right, is I do have a lack. Believe it or not, I do have a lack of tactical knowledge. So trying to explain what I'm wanting might be a bit tricky. In my manager profile, I'm noted for playing players out of position and converting them. Credit to FM26. If there's no nonsense winger, is it a wing back on both sides? The right back role is a bit obscured. So the right back role is an inverted wing back. So the idea being he comes inside to help cover what would have been the box to box midfielder here. Now, that's when we had it as a 2. Whether we now put that back to a fullback, I know this is the problem in Lulu, because I went for logic, and logic is possibly doing me a slight dirty here. Does this leave you with 2 defenders when the opposition win the ball? Probably that might be the issue. Could be. Screening centre mid. Maybe have the winger tracking back to help cover the space. I mean, they're both. Like a 4-4-2 primarily because there's less it can do wrong. Try to forget what you learned. Always work with FM23 and 24. Real tactics are flawed. They work in FM26. In what sense? Because what I'm trying to do here is what I think I'm doing makes sense, but I don't necessarily know if I'm right or wrong here. Because if Parvin goes there, then Parvin tracks back here. And then he becomes a wide midfielder there. Winger. Wide midfielder. Everything was gegenpress, high press, intense press, nothing else. Forget everything I know because it hasn't worked so far. Done. Nice and easy. Next. Virtue players on the right. What you do makes sense. It isn't just playing it safe. Some of those roles are very, very aggressive. Oh, am I being aggressive? That's not ideal, is it? Winger, chickens in it. What do we mean about aggressive? So he screens. Oh, so he screens and he presses. Right, okay. The pressing fullback is quite aggressive. All right, okay. Am I a bit too much? Am I a bit too much? If you want to counter-attack and sit in deep, think about how you win the ball back and then progress it. Yeah. So in that sense, then I want a no nonsense stopping defender. Well, stopping centre backs. Now are they going to come up? You're not enough, Gaffer, in my opinion. I don't think so. Yeah. A pressing and screening centre back leaves Daly all on his lonesome if he gets beat. A pressing and a screening. There's a screening centre back here. See, this is what I don't understand. Like, why have they got all these extra bits of shite in for no reason? Like, so if Daly covers, stopping rather than steps out, right? So if I have him just as a normal centre back, then possibly because he hasn't got the pace, has he? If you play high, I'd counter. That's not counter attack. No. If you have quality to pass. Well, I don't have quality to pass or dribble. So this is the thing. I haven't got any of those things. Aiden MCG, welcome. Hope you're good. Pirate Kingdom on YouTube popped up on my YouTube recommended. What's up? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Glad that YouTube's doing its thing. What is up? That's a good question. What is up? We're doing all right. We're doing good. We are just having a bit of time to try and work out what our well, let me rephrase this. We're playing in the National League North with Darlington, and yeah, 4 seasons in so far, and yeah, we're not winning really. And that's fine. It's fine to not win because we're just trying to do something that's not just the same shite that everyone else does. It's possible to overthink tactics and roles. Some of the game defaults are fine. Yeah. And that is a good point, because I think as well there's sometimes where you go like, you just want me to do more things, don't you? And we don't need to. Like, be disciplined. There's just a lot of stuff that isn't really needed. That's the problem. Supporting runs. Let's have them down both flanks. Get some overlaps on. Stay composed, take more risks during the build, and more reluctant to clear the ball. Team will play more direct passes and clearances in the press. Yeah, that's what I want, right? So it's not fully counter-attacking, is it? Really? who are some of the key players for the squad. I mean, literally, like, we are 4 seasons in. McEwen is probably one of our good players. Dawson is former Celtic striker. Parvin's on loan from York. Gabby Large is our Portuguese sort of wonder kid in the fact that he's local and young. So yeah, they're our main guys, to be honest. But we're just at the moment now. We're sort of just trying to work out. Do we shuffle the pack? What do we do with Jordan Turner? Future prospect still. He's only after Buxton, isn't he? Any real life counter attack needs outlets. It does. It does. We have Dawson. Dawson's the outlet, surely. I presume. How is Kamara's work rate so low? YSAFC, welcome in, welcome in. Young Coombs as a striker could be an option. Let's see what these guys are saying when it comes for a little bit more info from the trials. Ruben Curley. Former Stoke. Evening White, how are you, pal? Right, what are we thinking then? How is this setting up now then? I think your 4-1-4-1 and 4-3-3 look sensible. Because that's a bit more solid, isn't it? Theoretically, yeah. That should make it a bit harder to break down. Having these players sort of kind of get them to tuck in as well. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at this. Oh. Don't think I want to do that, do I? Where's staying narrow? You can't do it, can you? Freedom of movement. Can't do it. That's fine. That's fine. I don't need to be messing about with this sort of shite. Right. Attacking with. Yeah. I know about the attacking, like there's a squad, but I wanted like sort of players themselves. Oh no, I can force players inside, can't I? That's what she said. Press the ball into central areas. Yeah. If you think logically that formation is very successful, it should be a matter of experimenting with roles and instructions until you hit the winning formula. And do you know what, Llama? In 17 years, we'll find a winning formula. Hello, love. Ash to me looks pretty good. Curly looks pretty good as well. Right. I'm not sure about O'Grady in the midfield. But we haven't got enough players to consider changing anybody, have we? So it's a case of we're going to have to play what we got against Bury. I mean, what are they saying? They're saying change everybody. Jordan Turner for O'Grady for fitness reasons. And Tambwe for a bit of pace. Okay. Do we who are we up against? Bury, where are Bury? Bury 18th. We're 16th. Does Turner give us a little bit more going forward? Which Bury is it? Make sure players got the right ground. Oh, exactly. Whereabouts am I from? I'm from the northeast originally, Pirate Kingdom. I'm from Sunderland, but I live down in York now, so down in the Midlands. I'm only saying that to wind anybody up who's from Yorkshire. I want 3 players and he says I need to register them. How do I do it? You need to click on the button there where it says ineligible. Click that, and then you get the option to register them. If you've gone past the transfer deadline, though, transfer window, you might not be able to do it, unfortunately. Callendorf, Harrogate here, Arse, Midlands. It is the Midlands. It took me an hour and a half to get down here. And then it's only like 2 hours to, it's what, an hour to Nottingham? Nottingham's the Midlands. It's Midlands enough. Yeah. I'm from the US. What club do I support? Sunderland, Pirate Kingdom. Big Sunderland fan. I've actually managed to get to the last couple of games, which has been really, really good as well. So got to the Leeds game, which was fine in the first half, dreadful in the second, and then Man City was class. Really, really good. And then the second half against Tottenham was very good as well. Not the first half. Everyone was a bit tired, I think. Who's your team? Pirates? You support Spurs? Oh, well. Chris, he's one of yours. Tim says, dare I say it, we need to follow the Newcastle method. Get billions in Saudi money, but still fail. We could do the failing bit. Yeah, that's a good point. Ben Davies, old reliable. Should have just stopped at old. Yeah. Brian Brobby, twats things. Callendorf, you're at Leeds Sunderland as well. Nice. MCG, 11 months, my friend. Thank you for that. Here's McEwen. Sears was trying to get in advanced. You could rant about Frank for a long time. You could and you have. Macken, Virtue. Oh, decent hit. Yorkshire is the north. Anything above York is Scotland. I mean, not really. Like anything above, like York. I'm happy for York to be Scotland, but it's not, is it? Like York would be the north if Sunderland was Scotland. You know, there's still 3 hours worth of north to go from York, so it's not that north, really. Parvin, get in. Don't try and palm Yorkshire off on the Midlands. I know, look at that. Like, nobody wants to claim it, do they? It's fucking God's country. Yorkshire is a 2.5 hour train drive from Scotland. Yeah, exactly. 2.5 hours on the train. That still can't be the north. Because London is 2 hours from York on a train. So now where do you put it? Oh, look at that launch. Oh, there's Dawson. Virtue. Dawson, inside. Oh, he's put it wide. Am I using the stadium pack? No. No, Daniel. No. No, I don't. To be fair, I don't think I need what I'm going to presume is about 80 gigabytes worth of stadiums that in the National League North won't really make too much of a difference to my game. Other than slow it down. Oh, off the other side of the bar. Oh, I've not even downloaded the fullback patch. York is just very West Denmark. What will happen first? TJ gets out of the National League North, or Thomas Frank gets the sack. Oh God, that could go on forever. Both. Frank gets sacked in the next 10 years, so definitely him. O'Grady Mackin whips it in, nodded away. McEwen picks it up, cuts back in. Oh, there's a lot of like animations of goalkeepers like kneeling down and somehow making a save, either with their hands or with their knee. It's terribly unrealistic. Frank would have been sacked already if he was. Sorry, Frank would have been sacked already, in my opinion, if he was, but we'll never know. Well, he's not yet, is he? He's not. Am I in danger of playing well? Don't say it too loudly, Llama. They look like they're following instructions. We can still snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Don't worry about that. Oh, we've had this false dawn before. And now Chris has said nothing can go wrong. We've definitely had that before. This moves us up to 11th. If results stay as they are. You want to have your centre backs to be on make more runs, but it won't let me. Does that depend upon your mentality or something like that, possibly? Maybe the position where your defenders are? I don't know. Right, that's a good first half performance, isn't it? That is good. I've changed the rule, but it won't change. I don't know, Yarno. Can anyone help Yarno on this one? This is obviously player instructions are not really my forte. Parvin, Jack Daly gets the header. A goal from a set piece as well. Absolute wizardy woos. Right. There we go. This is magic. We've given it the Paul Daniels touch. Chris, one of the least optimistic people, thinks we'll do well as the apocalypse on the way. It's tactical help you need. You're in the wrong place. I mean, Chris, you're right. And it does say on the door. It does say on the door. You don't want Paul Daniels touching me. Nobody wants it, Llama. Nobody wants that. This thing with magicians, in it, like, you know, they get their own way. McEwen brings it down. Virtue. Oh, Virtue with a hit. TJ's winning a game. The game's clearly broken. Well, I'm winning for now, Space Jam. It's not all over, is it? What have you come back to? You've come back to me winning a football match, Dan. I think it's only the second match we played, so don't worry, you've not missed much. Oh, look at this. Look at this movement. Oh, Grady Mack nearly plays it through. Oh. Oof. TJ doing well. All we can do is joke. Let's get behind the team. Do you know what? It's fine. I appreciate it. I understand it. It's absolutely fine. Winning is a temporary state in TJ's stream. It is absolutely temporary. Oh. Cleared away again. Shooting a search for a player that is named Valor. Buy him and place him next to Virtue. Maybe that is smart, Jason, isn't it? That's a little bit too intellectual. Yeah. Whoever 24, is it me or work permits easier in FM26? I don't know. I can't say we bought a player that needs a work permit yet, actually. So no idea. No idea. You bought 2 random Mexicans. Oh. Honestly, can't say I've noticed that. Look at that. 21 shots, 9 on target. Llama. Look at that. That is a performance. Isn't it? That moves us up to 12th. Still 4 points outside of the playoffs, but that was match momentum. Like, that was dominance, wasn't it? That was, we run that game. Who's Frankie Shepherd? So let's see who Frankie Shepherd is, shall we? The media seem to think that we're interested in him. He's a winger. I'm not sure if he's one for us or not. Oh, Tristan's in on the Wizardy Woos. You know, Tristan, just check your remotes, mate. You got some Paul Daniels going on. Yeah. I need to use channel points to get with a $1 win. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get some channel points used up, are we? All right, Turner's rejected Buxton. Okay, so he's going to stay with us. That's good. What is the Wizardy Woo? Right, so, Mrs. J, what happened on Saturday? I tried to explain it to you, and obviously I couldn't really explain it because, I mean, if we're being brutally honest, there's a chance it was nonsense, really. And I thought that Paul Daniels off of Magic, right? I don't think his catchphrase was Wizardy Woo, but I've created that as his new catchphrase, and I stuck with it, and everyone else was too polite to tell me to stop. And then what happened was as I tried to explain the other day, I started using it in film quotes, and I had a great time. I had a brilliant time. But again, I'm not sure if anybody else did. But I had fun, and sometimes that's all that matters. Yeah. Like for example, when I was explaining, how am I going to know which wallet is yours? Well, that's easy. It's the one that has Wizardy Woo written on it. Yeah, because rather than bad motherfucker, and it just made the film. It just made everything just seem a little bit nicer. How's a dead magician get a new catchphrase? I don't think he's dead. I think that's part of the problem as well. Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy. That was his actual catchphrase, wasn't it? We're never going to tell him to stop. That's when the magic happens. Yep. Literally, like, we could all see it bubbling, and we all just stepped back and went, uh-oh, he's going to blow. And that was it. So yeah, so that's where it went. And then before I started streaming tonight, I then got ChatGPT to make me some Wizardy Woos. Liam Coyle looks pretty handy, doesn't he? Not particularly pacey, but determination of 17, work rate, teamwork, bit of leadership, argues with officials, dives into tackles, gets the crowd going. Oh, this is our Granit Xhaka. Gets forward whenever possible. I want a bit of this. Liam Coyle, formerly of Accrington Stanley. Good player for Enterprise North, has shown a worrying sign of loss of ability. Oh, God. Might have problems with injuries, doesn't have the greatest jumping reach, has poor intelligence on the pitch, has a competitive streak which can lead him to bend the rules. We need him. We need him. What's his career say? Accrington! Oh, former Liverpool. Well, let's not hold that against him. Paul Daniels ruined my life, Wizardy Woo. How much is he going to want? Star player. Oh. I mean, he's probably right. Could you do it? 3-year contract. Oh, I mean, 3-year contract at £1,000. This is he's going to take us to the big leagues. God, dude. 1,100. He's coming in. Liam Coyle. Liam Coyle's on his way in. And do we like Leo Graham? I like Leo Graham as well, you know. He's got curly hair, determination of 16, little bit of pace. I mean, granted, he's not particularly good, but knocks the ball past opponents, avoids using weaker foot. He could maybe play in that number 10. He could maybe just sit in the midfield and play. He's got terrible hair. He's got awful hair. But I popped a picture of the real Wizardy Woo in your Discord. Looks exactly like an amateur magician. Oh my God. Yeah, he absolutely is. That absolutely is a magician. And you know what, right? There's something wrong with magicians, isn't there? There's definitely something wrong with magicians. Like them and clowns. Do you know what I mean? Like, what grown adult wants to be a clown? Yeah. I mean, Leo Graham, former Man United, apparently. They are all nonsense. That is the main problem, to be honest. Enjoys big matches. What's his personality like? Fairly determined. Looks like Harry the Wizardy Woo's best mate. Jim Ratcliffe is going to give it a go. I mean, look, 16 for determination. He's not going to get much better at 22. Is he worth the risk? Where's he been? Wigan, Bolton, Man United. In real life, I knew a guy very well and made a magic comedy act with a toilet seat. He literally renamed himself based on this. Amazing. Amazing. The hair means trouble. Oh. Roll down socks in the in this division. I quite like the idea of him though. Caden Kamara maybe makes tiny shin pads. Caden Kamara maybe makes more sense. But I also think he's going to be more expensive. Do we just need a centre-back? Like, is George Cooper an upgrade? Is George Cooper an upgrade on Thornton? He sort of is, but then that's because he's not very good either, really. A little bit worse on his heading, but his jumping reach is better, and he's also quicker, much quicker. How much is George Cooper wanting? Jumping reach 14, leadership of 7. Who else have we got on the centre backs? We brought in Cooper, Ben Lomax. Heading's not great. Jumping reach is all right. He's probably more of a fullback than as a centre back. Although he says he's a centre back, I'm not 100% convinced. Could be a League 2 centre back apparently. Is a natural in several positions. How do we compare him then? Compare him to Cooper. We don't know too much, do we, about Lomax? Positioning of 12 is underrated for Cooper. And then Curley might be worth a look at. And we hear that Nathan Young's Coombs is meant to be handy. Rangers, Chelsea, Brentford, Palace, Gateshead. What other leaders do we have apart from Thornton? Good. That is a good question, actually. We need to bring some more in. Where's the dynamics bit here? Hierarchy. So I've got Thornton, I've got Dawson, and I've got Virtue, who's probably going to be on his final lap around the sun. Cameron. So we could do with another leader in there. Or Thornton drops to be a backup. We need some more leaders in. I mean, what about Angry McAngry? Would he maybe come in? Trying to replace Thornton like for like, then refusing the opportunity to sign a better centre back. Not refusing the opportunity. I don't know what I'm doing actually. Yeah. Cooper is just better, isn't he? Really, like, if we're being honest, he's just better. He's just much better. How much does he want though? $1,000. That's pretty fine, it. 8-month contract. Right, $950 with an optional 1 year on there. Maidstone are in for him as well now. This is what you were saying, Rich, isn't it? About like trying to get a centre back in is tricky, and that's why we've got Lomax as the option as well. We could play 2 left-footed centre backs. Which I don't think is ideal. Joe Anderson could step. I mean, McClelland could go in again. He's very similar to Thornton. If he's literally Thornton's replacement. Leadership, teamwork, bravery, slow. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has been brought in to do Thornton's job, essentially. I wonder whether someone like Virtue or Macadam can drop the centre back. I get what you mean. Rich. You're right. You're not going to be able to replace everybody like for like. That is a good point. And probably one we've got to think about, actually. Maybe even the tactic evolves and we end up with 3 at the back. Yeah. Weirder things have happened. Happy New Year indeed, Chewy. How are we, buddy? Happy New Year to you too. Hope the family are well. Pleasure to see you in. Right, let's see if we can get back to back, shall we? And I think if I'm quite narrow in my thought process of trying to replace similar players with similar players, then yeah, we are going to be stuck, aren't we? Here's hoping to a prosperous 26. I'm with you on that one, Stu. I'm with you with that one. Hopefully we can have a good year. Yeah, I'm all set and ready to go. Oxford City at home. What are we thinking? If we play like we played in our last match, we'll be all right. But that's a big if, isn't it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, great block. There's Dawson coming back and helping out, but then there's nobody up front there, is there? Big question. Space Jams. Random question. Does playing without beat masking change your approach to transfers? Never play with it on. I guess so, yeah. Well, for me, Space Jams, I always think that the scouts are the ones who are going to be finding the players. I don't believe that there's going to be a visible and physical list of attributes on players that you can go and just look at. So for me, scouting takes a little bit longer, as I think it should in real life. And I think that you need to then work with your scouts a little bit. Sometimes it's going to be eyeball tests. Sometimes it's going to be taking a bit of a gamble, you know? Yeah, I can't really imagine playing the other way, to be honest. It's just the way I've always played. I've always played it that way. It feels more natural for me, a bit more realistic. Sunderland does this to us was similar when Quinn's body was failing and signing a direct replacement. Got Lillian Leslandes, who was a different striker, shoehorned him into target man. Fair. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. We need to have different styles of players for different positions and different things. But I am also, and I'll always keep saying this, I'm always conscious going, I'm in the National League North. Like, how many different types of players am I going to have? Maybe I need to let my imagination run wild a little bit. Virtue, great ball through. Joey Dawson. What a finish that is. What a ball from Matty Virtue. Great finish from Dawson. Two players we paid big cash for. What a ball. We are world class now. Bring on Real Madrid. Bring me Vinicius Jr. Yeah. Stick him on the bench because Joey Dawson's playing. Ousmane Dembele wouldn't get in this side right now. Oxford City being in the National League North takes a bit of getting used to. Done it just A15. Done it just. Also, here's a question. What's gone on at your football club recently? Who's going to go in charge? Has it already been decided? Offside, never offside, Michael, never offside. Clearly on, miles on. TJ and Darlington in the Premier League in 6 years. I think this is it. This is absolutely it, isn't it? Big Ange to Man U. Could be. Could be. Look, we've hardly had possession, and then we've managed to sucker punch them. That's what we like. Even Dave Hall, nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. Bless them. Martin is in charge the rest of the season. Do you reckon he's going to go there, is he? It made no sense getting rid of him at the time, did it? Absolutely no sense. Bring Alan Pardew. Mick McCarthy. Roy Hodgson. Oh, it's been announced, has it? Oh, fantastic. Oh, great challenge by McEwen. Go on. Go on. Drive forward. Oh, that's a waste. That's an absolute waste. And Tambwe can go on. We're surprisingly ahead given that we're struggling to get the shots away. I mean, yeah. Agreed. We've not been brilliant, but we're doing. Gabby Large on as well. That's a good cross. Oh, that's a great header. Don't you worry, Chris. Don't you worry. Take it easy, my friend. I wonder if Mon really wanted this. Probably wants to be in the garden on radio with his grandkids. I reckon Mrs. Mon isn't overly happy. You go back out playing, doing football again. You said we were going to go on a cruise. $73, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like he doesn't need that, like, you know, that fucking gold pen anymore now, does it? Stop jumping around in your copper 90s. The mythical place sat their manager last night too. I know. Mad, innit? So the mythical place, Celtic, Man United, Chelsea, Lots of things going on. Not Tottenham. He was still 73, 33 days ago. That is true, actually. Yeah, it's not like he's got older, MCG. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Christmas and New Year to himself, though, then got the job back. That's fair, actually. Yeah. Maybe that was part of the agreement that he could take it the last time, going, right, you can have the job, but I do need Christmas off, I'm afraid. Promised the wife we'd have the family over. Three of the four teams play a back three too. I mean, thing is though, all three of those teams are in Champions League spots though. So I don't know if that is an issue as much as people would like it to be. I think all three clubs have got really. Here's the thing. Here's the real hot take. Half the press. All three clubs are awful at recruitment. All three clubs buy really bad players. There's another win. 2 on the bounce. It cost Celtic around 5 million for 33 days. Yeah, well, this is the thing. The statutory rights are 28 days. They could have got rid of him, got a full refund, but not now. Now they get store credit. The Christmas tree lasted longer than Nancy. Yeah. Liz Truss lasted longer than Wilfred Nancy. Liz Truss. Ange Postecoglou at Nottingham Forest lasted longer. You know? Right, we're 2 points behind Gloucester now. We play Scunthorpe next. Scunthorpe are 6th. His wife must have got sick of him around the house over Christmas and sent him out to do something. 6-1 win to Wolves. I'm loving these tactics. Well, they work for a reason, don't they? They work for a reason. Oh, do we like Ben Lomax? No nonsense. I'm just thinking if our first choice centre back doesn't come in, is he good enough? He's still better than Thornton, isn't he? And he can play fullback as well if needs be. Better concentration, better composure, better anticipation, better off the ball, better work rate. He's not as good at heading though. I'll give him that. That's a problem. We might have to be a little bit more. Is the northeast entirely populated by gingers? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. There's a lot of Scots kicking around. So that Southern Scotland gene pool has spread. He failed to beat Scunthorpe in the last 5 outings. Oh yeah, we've got Huddersfield next, haven't we? I mean, that's a big money spinner for us. Massive money spinner. We get Football League side Huddersfield coming to play in the FA Cup first round. First round proper as well. Right, let's see if this... See if this is going to work. Can we make it 3? Can we make it 3 good results? I'm not saying wins, but good results. It's George Maris. Comes highly rated, 32 years old. Mansfield. Is it only... Have my scouts literally just gone to Mansfield and that's it? And just went, be honest, Gaffer, anything beyond Mansfield, not really worth looking at, if I'm honest. So, yeah, he might just want to just buy a place from Mansfield. That'll do. Right, Virtue starting to tire. Hosanna's starting to tire a little bit. Evening, musician. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Let's see what we can do, shall we? Go out there and play your own game. Mansfield must seem like a place of culture compared to Darlington. I mean, this is the problem. You might be right, actually, A15. You might be right. How's the save going? It's not going too bad, to be honest, musician. We're doing all right. We've won 2 matches tonight, which is, well, it's incredible form for us, isn't it? If we had that Man U fan at Darlington, he's 3 wins away from a haircut. We're pressing Ollie Ewing, are we? Oh, okay. Trying to force some errors in that midfield. Bedford have gone up to the top of the league. Replace Scarborough. McEwen. Back inside Sears. Thornton as Anna. Virtue. Parvin. Oh, hang on. Virtue's gone through. Oh! There we go. Are we good now? Are we good? Have we suddenly told the players what they're meant to do? Have they now gone, oh yeah, that's a good point, actually, let's just do that. Three wins on the bounce moves us up to 7th at the minute. And we've got possession of the football as well. And we've got an XG. 3 wins, yeah, it just changed everything, doesn't it? Oh, Dawson, the defender's let the ball bounce. Oh. What was that? Oh, this is where they score, isn't it? Yeah, that's their comeback goal. We've been hit on a counter-attack ourselves. Fair play, but 3 players are marking the near post. That's okay, don't worry. That's all right, lads. Don't worry. Who's Joe Anderson? Who for, though? Joe Anderson for Sears or for Thornton? What I'd like some sort of a... indication as to who for. Ooh. That was close. Right. They came back into it at the end of the second half. Who's not doing well? Parvin's nervous. Right, okay, let's put Gabby. Actually, no, let's put. Yeah, let's put Tambwe on for now. And Tambwe rather than Gabby Large. Anderson for Thornton, maybe? Or Anderson for Sears. Sears is looking tired, isn't he? Who's more likely to make a mistake? It's probably Sears, isn't it? Tell you what, let me think about it. I'll maybe bring him off for Sears in the second half. I can always replace Thornton with McClelland. Hosanna's the one that's really, really tired though. So we could do with a right back. Or we go 3 centre backs. And go 2 up top. And that'll be really wild for me. Is it worth it? What do we think? Do we roll the dice with... Right. We're at home. Do we go 3-5-2? Because I can put Gabby Large on and move a Tambwe up top. Bring Hosanna off. Put a centre back, then put Anderson in for Sears. Do that, couldn't I? Feels like a big change. Jeez, you know what? Let's bring Dawson off just in case. How many changes have I made? 3. I've got time for one more change. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Why not? Gabby Large is nervous, so we'll not bring him on then. Let's do it this way. Channel forward, I suppose. Let's see if this goes. It might not be the right idea, but it's going to be fun to try and find out, right? Turner. That's right. Here's where we concede the goal. Yeah. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh. Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? A draw's not dreadful. A draw's not dreadful. Under the cosh for most of the game, in terms of momentum. Scunthorpe dropped to 7th, and then we're 3 points behind still. Look, we didn't lose. We didn't lose. That's the thing, isn't it, right? Gabby Large wants to start more games. I agree. I agree. What sort of finish am I aiming for this season? I'm aiming for a strong finish now. I want to get into the playoffs. I make that the second season in a row into the playoffs, but it's gonna be a tough ask, isn't it? We've rejigged our system, and it's we're now in the position where we're sort of thinking, are we gonna do it? Are we not? We don't know. We're waiting on Liam Coyle deciding whether or not he's going to come and join us. Waiting for him to sign a contract. Cooper, we've offered a contract to. Do you know what? I like Leo Graham. I might be wrong, but I quite like him. If he doesn't want silly money. 7. Do me 6 and have an extra year. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. And he's got a assist bonus in as well. That's fine. Curly does look good actually as well. That's just camera. Look at Brennan. Ooh. I don't know if we've got enough money for all these players. This is very much a give me a tinsy bit of contract advice. Go for it, Rich. Go on. It's probably something I'm aware of, and I've just ignored, and I've just sort of like went straight past it. Now, the thing is, this Huddersfield match is now an absolute free hit. But the problem is it's come at a time when we could do with keeping a bit of momentum going. So we don't really want Huddersfield to come out and beat us. Yeah. Liam Coyle's in, though. So Coyley's here. Don't worry, he's not been brought in to replace you. Yeah. Brought in to play alongside you. Try getting their status down. Yeah. They refuse to make your decision, but they're performing better than they're competing. Yeah. That's a fair... that is a fair assessment, actually. Yeah. Just because they want to be a star player doesn't mean that they're going to be, or they have to be. That's a really good point, actually. I think I can occasionally be, well, I can often be led by them, which yeah, I think we can all agree is not the best way to do it, is it? Do we put Coyle straight in? Let's give him a run out, actually. Let's put Gabby Large in for Parvin. Do you know what? Let's put... I think put Anderson back in instead of Thornton. Cooper wants in. Right, okay. This is going to help. I think now we need a right back. Actually, you know what? Let's pop Cooper straight in as well. Throw these guys in at the deep end. Coyle can play right back. I don't want him to play there. 40 quid a week left. Have we brought a right back in? We have, haven't we? Lomax. Or Jessup. Is there a right back we can bring in on loan? Or a decent cheap free one? What's the focus? In progress. 13 right backs. First one, box to box midfielder, Sammy Robinson. Good. That's what we like. Yul Halafu. Oh, he looks quick. Ezra Tikalemba. And he looks pretty quick as well. Amari Mauricio. What about Halifax? Non-contract at Kettering. Always found it quite difficult getting the squad status down, even in previous FMs. Most players get immediately annoyed. Some of them do, don't they? Yeah. Amari Mauricio. 14 games played, 6.85. Marking isn't one of his strong points. Brilliant. Josh Dede. He's quick as well. Will Flint from Marine. Daniel Pike. Looks reasonable. Reese Hall Johnson, 33. Louis Dudley again. He looks fairly speedy. Gabriano Shelton. Jaden Valentine. Right, we need a right back in. There's a couple of options there. I like this Amari Mauricio. Evening, Jebru. How are you, pal? Appreciate the raid there. Hope we're good. How's your evening been? How's the stream this evening? Yul Halafu looks pretty quick. Former Man U. 14 games. He's not going to be available for long, then, is he? Let's be honest. If he's playing fairly regularly. Oh, actually. You're watching Dream Team Season 2. Nice. Nice. Let you and Jeb have the same camera. I think it's one of the streamers' choice, Alice. It's a tasty bit of kit. Like it took me a while to sort of think, is it worth investing and getting a bit more? When we did the Jameson stuff last year, I was like, look, they wanted like a spec out for a setup, and I was like, well, you're gonna want something like this if you're gonna pay for it. And I was like, well, actually, if they're gonna do that, then I'm gonna need to look the same, aren't I? So I had to put the money in as well. So there you go. So that's the short story as to why we have the camera we have. And yes, it was indeed a recommendation. Jeb, what do I need? You and D-Boy watched it 5 episodes in. We had one death. One death's reasonable, isn't it, for Dream Team? You'll take that in 5 episodes. We did the watch-alongs. Alice did it, didn't we? Didn't you, Alice, for Shaolin Soccer? Mauricio, as I said, it seems to be a popular one. It is. It is. It's definitely worth it. I think Sai Majo's just bought one as well. How long is a dead player out for in Dream Team? Oh, he was back 3 weeks later. Get them a marketplace for 300 or 400. Can you? Interesting. I thought we couldn't work out who he was, and then he was dead. Like, yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right for Dream Team. Injury status, dead. Centre specialist. Right, Halafi's not coming on loan, which is probably understandable. And then Huddersfield is going to be a tough match. I think that's fair to say. How much does Lomax want? I wonder. With his little curly hair. Straight back up to star player. 600. 600's not a lot. And we can't make that happen. Right, okay. So we need to offload a couple of people to get right back in. Liam Cole takes number 24. 31 for George Cooper. Yes. Yeah, 16 mil, 1.4 lens. The kit lens works nicely. Like we've got the I've got the the Elgato Keylight Minis, which are pretty good. To be honest, they flood quite a lot of the room. I've got little tiny bits of RGB behind, as you can see, and then it's just really handy to play around in OBS with. And obviously, because it's a DSLR, you can just really fiddle and get into it. So Right, come on then. Here we go. You may have bought a new mic and a new key light. Ooh, okay. WFM show is flying. Here we go then. Huddersfield Town, come to Black Meadows. Loads of cash in the Darlington coffers for this one. Full house. Are we going to have a cup upset? This is our first appearance in the FA Cup proper. The first round of the FA Cup proper. 2 new signings. Cooper, Coyle, both making their debuts. Let's see if our new sort of counter-attack, sit-back, shithouse tactic can pay off against a Football League side. So at the minute, we're playing out from the back. Down the line of Dawson. Sears over the top. Dawson chases it through. Gets there before the goalkeeper. Oh! Good block from the defender. That was more like it, wasn't it? Even Sam, good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. New house, new Alice. My word. She's making a step up, isn't she? What mic did you buy, Alice? Let's find out that. Did you buy one of these? How's the game? Asked Sam. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, look at that touch. That was a bit silky, wasn't it? Now we're under pressure. Oof. Ooh. Mr. Cellophane's in. Hello, my friend. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Cellophane. Hope you're good. HyperX Quadcast 2. Nice. That's a bit of a podcaster's mic, I believe, Alice. I'll do first half, that'll do. Right, we're happy so far. Okay, sticking is, and Tambwe is aggressive, obviously. He can't be anything but. Right, Huddersfield made a substitution. What have they done? Who have they brought on? Right, change of strikers and fullbacks. Alice is bought. Oh my god. Transfer window is open for Alice's house buying. Maybe Gabilage comes off for Parvin. Over the top. Oh, he's put it wide. Oof. I'll take that right. Large off for Parvin. Cooper's on a yellow card already. Virtue 6-4. And tiring as well. Parvin's corner. Cooper gets up. Oh, Cooper's handballed. Cooper's going to get red card on his debut. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Well, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. Well, actually, no, sorry, let me rephrase that. That was what I was expecting. It wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Oh, damn. What do I do now? I think we have to bring Virtue off, don't we? Virtue for Anderson. And we're going to go Coyle dropping back. Coyle can go box to box, I think. Still screening. Yeah, do that. I mean, that's not ideal, is it? What's the opposite of wizardy woo? Fuckity fuck. Buggery bugger. It's never a red, but it is a second yellow though, is it? That's the problem, Zeep. Who's on the sidelines? 31. Who's 31? Oh, that's Cooper, innit? McEwen, he's on a 6. Pop O'Malley on. Let's see. Still defensive, any, I suppose. Oh no, come on. 8 minutes to go. They've got a highlight now. This is what takes the mick, isn't it? Oh, come on, ref. Referee's done us with a dodgy red card in the FA Cup. It's been a spirited performance from the team, I must admit. But yeah, that's it, unfortunately. All done now. This can't be 2, can it? Oh, I was gonna say it's not been a 2-0 game, surely. It would be nice just for us to see one shot. That would be good. It's not it. There we go. I mean, look, we can't be too upset. We played well. We played a fair portion of the game with 10 men. There you go. It gives us a chance to focus elsewhere. The players worked hard. Everyone associated with the team can be proud of themselves. Are we happy even if defeat consider pre-match predictions? Look, we've played all right. It was a kick in the teeth. Liam was fine. Owen Toll was fine. Failure to win today brought the hot topic button of technology and football. Well, yeah. You know what? The referee was at the centre of attention. I mean, look, it did seem harsh. Got a feeling I'm going to get told off for this one. Well, there you go. £500,000 in the bank now. We've brought money in. So that's good. Did I change it when I went a goal behind? What do you mean, did I change it? Did I change my tactic? I guess so, yeah, because we had a player suspended, so I had to shift it up a little bit. During the game, you said it was a definite second yellow, and now you're in a press, you're giving it the big one. Oh, of course I am. Of course I am. Got a microphone in front of me. I mean, got papers to sell, haven't we? During the game, you said it was definitely, yeah. Sorry. Oh, James won by the FA. Whoops. Look, it was one of those where, yes, it was silly. He probably shouldn't have jumped up with his arms in the air, right? But easy for me to get carried away, right? Now, they're saying red card controversy as well, so it must be slightly controversial. Can't be, cut and dry, surely. Right, Tobias Brennan is an option. I mean, he is an option, isn't he? Do we like this guy? 5'4". Susceptible to injuries, but he's brave, and he could become. It could be good enough for a League Two side. But then again, they say that about everyone, don't they? Really. Now the question is, do we need him or do we need a right back? That's probably the question, isn't it? Because what he'd do is he would come in place. He'd probably come in place of Virtue, if I'm honest. Who's yeah, I think I'd probably put him in a place of Virtue. He's a little very, very short. Brave but susceptible to injuries. He's going to do something stupid. Oh yeah, and that's what we like, right? So Virtue apparently is still better. Hmm. Injury susceptibility has a huge impact from what I've seen. I avoid them at all costs. If you aren't training full time, it might not matter as much. True, but what if he cuts his hand at work? That's a. Also, is he a luxury player at this point? Comparing him to someone like, for example, given the fact that I'm trying to bring in this Dafty, he's a bit more versatile for me. He can play out wide, he can play inside. How much does Brennan want? 1-3. Two-year contract. I mean, he probably is. He probably is the real deal, isn't he? Like, but are we in danger of putting him in, hoping he just does the job? Do we move Coyle to right back to accommodate him? Because McAdam stays there to sort of be the defensive guy. Primarily due to height more than anything. So if we compared Brennan to, say, Kamara, maybe. So Kamara's much, much taller, right, for a start. So even already there, Kamara's better off the ball. Kamara's braver. He's got better jumping reach. He's slightly better at finishing. He's got a better first touch. He's better at long shots. He's better at tackling. He's got better technique. He doesn't work as hard, which is an issue for Kamara. But he's better at jumping. He's a bit quicker. He's more balanced. And I know, again, we're comparing apples and oranges because he's not the same player. We're not getting much less, are we, with Kamara? And then Curley, who I think it was A15 said he liked Curley. If you compare him to Brennan, again, even technically, all of his technicals, majority of his technicals are better. But the mentals, mentals sort of split 50-50, would we say? I wonder, are we being, am I being drawn to arrows and stars? Am I being drawn to arrows and stars? Now, we haven't got a playmaker. Okay, we might need one as we go forward. But even as a playmaker, he's only got passing of 10. So he's not that good as a playmaker, really. Curley's got passing of 12, but he's got vision of 9. And he tries long-range passes. Kamara's got passing of 10, vision of 9. He doesn't try to do that at all. Graham's got passing of 11, vision of 8. The visual's deceptive. I wonder, is he very similar to Will Smith? Do you remember we signed Will Smith? And he looked like he was going to be class from Stoke. And he was just all right. And I think at £1,300, he would be the most expensive player at the club. He'd earn the most money. I think Ashton Mee could do just the same job. Probably for less money. If you want feedback, can we scroll down the players on the screen? Yeah. Sorry, I'm that used to just clicking indiscriminately, aren't I? Right. That's Brennan right there. Right, we'll have this little discussion, then we'll log off for the night. So it might be a good point for us to consider. In fact, you know what? Let's also screen grab it. Right. And we can have a look at these players over the next couple of days. Yeah, 1,300 quid is what I'm thinking is. So that's Brennan. I mean, Kamara now looks shocking, doesn't he? Like, with Brennan, if you're playing him as a DM, he's 5'4". That's the thing, isn't it? So, is he going to get stuck under the ball? You know, like there's Ashton Mee. Ashton Mee's personality fairly professional. The other defensive midfielders we looked at were Ruben Curley, who is also balanced, but I think he's going to be quite expensive as well. This guy's a different position. Yeah. They're all different. Like, so I mean, he could play DLP if needed. He could play box to box if needed. And then Ashton Mee, for example, he's a winger traditionally, but he could play in the 10. He could play in the middle. How much is Ruben wanting, do you reckon? Former Stoke and Man U. Star player, obviously. But you know what? He wants less. He wants less. And he wants a 3-year deal as well. And he's not 5'4". Yeah. I think the question is what does he give us that we haven't got already? Do you know what I mean? And like, could he be the guy that's gonna rocket us up the league, or do we need someone who's a bit more gritty? Not someone who's gonna put their foot in, or am I just being a little bit too old school? Like, am I not just thinking like, come on, like players have moved on now, like, you know, it doesn't just have to be that anymore. McCaffrey, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you for that. Leo's poor. I'm thinking Leo's going to be versatile. He's also on 600 quid, so he's not huge expensive. He's going to allow me to rest McEwen. He's going to allow me to rest Parvin. He's going to allow me to potentially, at some point, if I wanted to, push someone up in that number 10 spot. James has pace, but he doesn't have anything else, so unfortunately that's the problem. I think Kamara just seems to be the replacement for McAdam. Do you know what I mean? Just sit him in front of the defenders and just like hope that he heads the ball away. Which he can't, because he's got a heading of 7. He'd retrain James and wide player. Oh, he's certainly got the pace to be a wide player. Certainly. That Jessup lad can go as well, because he's not good enough, unfortunately. In relation to Chris Kamara, I don't know. I'd be tempted to just say yes, just for the sake of it, to be honest. But where's he born? Chris Kamara's sons do play, don't they? Preston. It's not inconceivable. I don't know. I guess the question as well is, where's my money better spent? Is it better spent getting another midfielder in, or is it better spent getting a right back in? Granted, Lomax might not be the guy, but am I better off getting a better right back than another central midfielder? And at that point, it might be a right back, mightn't it? And do I maybe hold one of these guys for next season and think, right, Virtue's going anyway in the summer, probably. He's on 1,100 now. Decisions, isn't it? As it stands, all my back 5 are out of contract, bar the left back. Great. Do you know what? That means we've got quite a bit to think about. And we played 2, 4. We played 5 matches tonight. That's all right. That's not too bad. We only lost 1, which is pretty good. So that puts us in a decent spot then. November. Peterborough Sports, Scarborough Athletic, Guiseley, Warrington. We can think about that. Yeah. Yeah, let's think about it. Right. When are we back? When are we back? Oh, don't know actually. It's probably going to be Friday now. Because I'm playing football tomorrow, so I won't be on football. I'll be playing football tomorrow, so I won't be around tomorrow night. Wednesday, I'm going to be on a podcast recording. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that I'm on it, but I am on it. For the WFM show. You might have heard about it. It's very, very good. It's very good. So I want to record for that. So I won't be about on Wednesday. And then Friday, I will be about. So we'll do Friday. Yeah, because Thursday we'll be doing our podcast. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, cool. Let's work out then where we're going to go and drop our raid into. Let's have a look. This has been fun as always. Thank you very much for hanging out. Let's see where we are, shall we? There's 2 people. There's 2 people being West Ham tonight. Oof, my word. Nobody wants to be West Ham, surely. But apparently they do. Right. Let's go. Where have we not been before? Somewhere we've not been before? Better than that anti-TJ game lined up. Oh, 100%. 100%. They're all anti-TJ games. I'm sure they are. Feel like I'm being set up. Right. So what? Let's go here. I think we've been here before. So right, go and give FM Junkie some love. Right. And yeah, we'll see you back on Friday. Have a think. Have a think about those players. Decide what we're gonna do. We'll work it out. Remember, Wizardy Woo. All right. Appreciate you all. Take care. Bye now.